welcome to episode 0 of Programming in C. I haven't figured a name for it yet. So today we'll just start with some basic programs in C. We'll also work on Python in a different series, but this series is about C. This time I'm actually going to be on my computer. So we have a little program here, right? So when we run it, actually, something here. I just realized I cannot pull up my... So when we run gcc0.c, A.exe, we get hello world. So how does this program work? How does it print out hello world down here? So we'll see. First of all, the first line says is include stdio.h. This is a little bit complicated, however it means, we may understand this later. What this means, it means include a library, so basically a bunch of things, like functions, variables, and everything, that is called stdio.h. We'll understand a bit more about that later, though. A function. A function is basically a way to organize a piece of code. In every C program, you have a main function. So I'll explain this. So we have a printf, which just means output to the screen, say something. We put in parentheses, and we say a string. A string is just a bunch of characters. We put in quotes with a string, hello world, end that with a semicolon. You always need a semicolon at the end of your lines. Then we're going to say return 0. That means, now let me explain this int. Int means integer, which is just a whole number. A whole number that we're going to return when we exit this program is 0, which usually means no error, just informally. So when we return 0, that means that the output of this function is going to be 0. We're not really doing anything with that. So basically this program says include library called stdio.h, which actually means standard input output, for those wondering. Have a main function, which will return a 0 at its end, integer at its end, print output to the screen, print hello world, and then return 0. And you can see, hello world. So let's try to do something else with this program. So let's say we want to ask the user what their age is. What is your age? We're going to type in \n. \n is just a new line. Then we're going to define a variable up here. It's going to be called int, let's call it age. So int will give us integer, and age is going to be the age. Then we're going to type in something kind of special. Type in scanf, I don't remember this very well, but it's going to be %scanf, it's going to be percentage sign %d, let's say ampersand, this is only for integers, and maybe floats if I remember, but it's only going to be for integers right now. And we'll say age. I'll explain this ampersand in a later tutorial, it's a bit complicated. It just means scanf and get a decimal number and call it age. Finally, I'm going to print out hello world. And so I'm going to print out your age is the percentage sign %d, a decimal number. After the quote, we're going to say comma age. So we're saying print out the decimal number when it has a decimal number, and this decimal number is going to be replaced by the age. Let's try that. We're going to save. We're going to type into GCC, no errors. What's your age? Let's say 13. And your age is 13. Oh, that's good to R. Doesn't matter. So, this is a very basic program. Let me try something here. What if I type it too long? Of course it does something weird. It cuts it off. Let's say 255, the age is 255. It's still you. That's good. Well, let's make it really long. Your age is 0. This is what's called a buffer overflow attack. It's a kind of weird attack, basically. It says, this number is too big to fit in age. So it's just gonna make it some random number. It kind of further junk to you. But that's just it's an attack you might want to prevent against. And if a program like this, it doesn't matter. So, let's say we want to also get their name. Let's add a dot period. So what is your name? Now the funny thing about C when you can type in something like your name, it has to be a character with a single letter, and then we're gonna say name. Be a array. Array is basically a list of characters, a list. So we're gonna make a list of characters, and we're gonna call that list of characters name. And we're gonna say scanf percentage sign s, which means string, even though there's no really have string in C. So we're gonna say printf percentage sign s. Your name is percentage sign s, comma name. And of course, when you run this, oh, I need an array size. Sorry. So let's make it 30. Any size will do. I'll show you the glitch. So I'm 13, and my name is going to be George. My name is George. Another thing is we need to put percentage sign or backslash n here to make sure it's not, there's a line down. Let me show you something a little bit funny. Let's make this 10 characters. Alright, let's compile this again. Yeah, let's compile this again. It's gonna be 13. Let's make my name George. That's 6 letters. Say 4 more letters. Type in something like dir. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in dir. Let me see, did I compile that? So it should be, wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 dir. Oh, it's not supposed to do that. Let me try something else. So 13, really long one. Yeah. And then it just crashes. That's kind of an issue, isn't it? Because when we type it too long, it's like, huh? Pretty breaks. And of course, the program crashes. Why is that? Why do we do that? Because this is too long. My name is too long. It's screaming, but it's not my name. But my fake name is too long to fit in the buffer. This is going to be 30 characters. Not sure why it's not working with 10. I don't have a reasonable explanation for that. And another issue with the program is if you type in A for age, it's just some random weird number. It kind of like goes down weirdly. 4. My name is 4. It's kind of an issue, but let's say, what is your age? ABC. Your age is AB, and I didn't even type my name. I type my name. So that's another issue of a program. But I don't think anybody's be typing their age or the ABC or their name way too long. I don't think anybody's name is that long, unless you're counting a last name. However, we're gonna continue on this in the next video. So I will show you. Actually, no. Continue that in a probably episode something. I haven't planned it out yet. So, the program, again, sorry. So again, include a library. Have a function, main, to return a number, a whole number. Age is going to be a whole number. We can have a variable or a box. I should have explained that. A variable is like a box of like some number. Of course, we end it with a semicolon. We can even define our default age, like 5 equals 5. A name is going to be a character array. Print out hello world, where's your age? This means end the line. It's going to be a whole string of these quotes. Scanf, percentage sign D, a decimal number, and then ampersand number, or a variable, which can be called age. Finally, we print out our decimal number. We just have a comma age at the end after the quotes, before the parentheses. Scanf, percentage sign S, which means that's going to be a string, and now it's going to be our name. And finally, we're going to finish off with printing out our name. So that's the first episode of programming. See you later.